We are excited to welcome you to the USask community and want to help you prepare for your next steps as a University of Saskatchewan student. We're going to discuss the next steps you will need to take to prepare to become a University of Saskatchewan student. These include connecting with the university, choosing your classes, considering student housing and meal plans, planning your finances, finding ways to ease your transition to the university, taking care of student business, and learning how to get involved. Now, let's get started. Connecting with the university through PAWS, email, and social media are essential for keeping yourself informed and building connections with the people who are here to help you. PAWS is your personalized access to web services at USask and is used by all students, faculty, staff, alumni, and other members of the university community to access university services and stay connected. When you log in, you will find information and services specific to your role at the university. PAWS is also customizable, allowing you to choose what kinds of content you want to see in your message feed or select different channels to add to your menu based on your interests. You will likely have used PAWS already to check your application status after applying for admission, or to apply for scholarships. But once you are admitted, you have access to many other channels relevant to student life. Some of the main channels you will use over the coming months include registration, tuition and fees, and My Textbooks, all found under Academics in your menu. Familiarize yourself with the channels already in your menu, and be sure to browse channels to find others you may want to add. As a new University of Saskatchewan student, it is important for you to update your profile at the university, which you can also do using PAWS. Using My Profile, you can update your preferred name, password, email aliases, and contact information. This is especially important for new students. If you are moving to Saskatoon, for example, make sure to update your address and telephone number as well as your emergency contacts. PAWS is also one way you can access your university email account. Your automatic USask email address, which was assigned to you when you were admitted, is your NSID, which is 3 letters and 3 numbers, followed by @mail.usask.ca. If you want, you can use My Profile to set a new email alias, which could be something like your first name dot last name @usask.ca. Be sure you don't miss any important messages. It is important that you check your email regularly. Or even better, set up your smartphone or tablet to receive your USask email automatically. Instructions for how to do this for a variety of devices are all available online. Other ways to connect with the university are to download the iUsask app and find us on social media. The iUsask app, available for iOS and Android devices, allows you to find your way around campus using the campus map, get the latest university news, check your classes, grades, and exam schedule, or see whether there is space in your favorite computer lab. You might already follow the main USask social media accounts on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. But did you know many colleges, campus services, and student groups are also highly active on these channels? This is just one way for you to engage with the university and share your excitement about becoming a student here. Choosing and registering for your classes is your most important task as a new student, and you need to be prepared as early as you can to ensure you are able to register for the classes you want. How you will choose classes is different for students in each college, but there are many resources available to you to help you with this process. One of these is the You Start Guide to Registration booklet, which will take you step by step through the registration process and contains many helpful tips you can use to prepare. You can download a PDF copy of the booklet at usask.ca/ustart, or you can pick one up at our in-person workshops or by visiting Student Central in the administration building on our Saskatoon campus. Similar information can be found on the classes and registration webpage at usask.ca/registration, along with a series of videos to help you understand this process. Before you can choose your classes and set up your schedule, you will need to learn which courses are required for your program. The course and program catalog contains official information about degree, diploma, and certificate programs, including the required courses and the number of credit units you will need to complete it. Course descriptions of all the possible courses offered at the university can also be found in the course and program catalog. In some cases, the course requirements for your program may be arranged by year, allowing you to see which classes you should take in first year, second year, and so on. If not, don't worry. There's lots of information in the catalog for you to absorb, so if you're not sure which program to plan for, or if you need clarification about your course requirements, speaking to an academic advisor can be a big help, and we'll get to this in just a moment. In addition to the resources produced by the university, such as the course and program catalog and classes and registration page, some colleges produce materials that you may find helpful when preparing to register for the first time. Links to these guides are all available online, or you can learn more from your college's advising office. For reasons we have already described, and many others, it is strongly recommended that you meet with an advisor from your college as you prepare to start your program, and regularly as you work towards your degree. Advisors can help you understand your program requirements, and can also help you develop an educational plan that fits your abilities and interests, as well as your personal circumstances and goals. You can find the contact information of advisors and advising offices, including advisors for off-campus locations if you're studying at campus outside Saskatoon, at usask.ca/advising. Get in touch with your college to set up an appointment, and make sure to be prepared by having an idea of which program you're interested in and which courses you would like to take. Advisors are there to help you understand your options and set you on a path for future success in your studies. Once you understand which courses you need to take, the next step is to search through the course offerings for upcoming terms to find out when the classes you need will be offered and to set up your schedule for the year. Because class registration for both fall and winter terms opens around the same time for all students, it is very important to complete this step early, preferably well before your registration access date. Having your schedule prepared, along with a few backup class options or a backup schedule, will help to make sure you are able to sign up for the classes you want when you log in to register. To search for classes, you can use the class search tool available in the registration channel in PAWS or on the Classes and Registration webpage. The class search tool allows you to search by term, by subject, and even by time of day and by campus. The Classes and Registrations webpage and the UStart Guide to Registration booklet both go into this in more detail. We recommend using these tools to aid in your search. Remember, when building your schedule, to write down the course reference numbers, or CRNs, for each course, as these are what you will actually use to register for your classes when you have access. Just a quick note for engineering students, you will not need to search for classes using the class search. Instead, the College of Engineering produces a first-year engineering registration guide containing pre-made course blocks you can choose from. You just need to choose a block of courses for each term, as well as an elective for winter term 2, before logging in to register for classes on your registration access date. You've heard the term registration access date a couple of times in this presentation. This means the first day you will be able to log in and register for classes. Registration for spring and summer terms opens annually in February, and registration for both fall and winter terms opens in June. You will be able to see your registration access date for the fall and winter terms in the registration channel in PAWS sometime later in May. For example, if you're a new first-year undergraduate student starting classes this fall, your registration date will be June 18th, and registration may open for you in the morning or in the afternoon, depending on your college. When your registration access date arrives, You'll be able to log into PAWS and register for classes. You can add, drop, or change classes at any time after this date, up until the deadline for registration changes. To be ready to register, make sure you have your class schedule ready, including the course reference numbers or CRNs for all your classes, labs, tutorials, or seminars. CRNs are like the barcodes for your classes. Each number corresponds to a specific class on a specific day and time. When you log in to register, you will enter all the CRNs for the classes you want and click Submit Changes. If there are any problems, such as if a class you want is full, or if you forgot to enter the CRN for a lab or tutorial required for one of your classes, keep trying and feel free to contact the university if there seems to be a problem with your account, or if you don't understand the error message you receive. We are happy to help. Another important task for new students is considering housing and meal options. When considering where you're going to live when you start classes, ask yourself, what kind of university experience do I want to have? Choosing where you want to live is almost as important as choosing what you want to study when it comes to your upcoming year. If you are going to be studying on our main campus in Saskatoon, living in a U of S residence is a great choice if you're looking forward to meeting lots of new people and immersing yourself in the campus culture. Residences are safe and convenient, and there are lots of options to suit your personal circumstances. There are two main residences for first-year students, Voyageur Place and College Quarter. Other housing, including accommodation for students with children, is available in the McEwen Park residences. If you have not applied to live in residence already, you should apply as soon as possible. Spaces in residence are not guaranteed for first-year students and are filling up quickly. If you have already applied to live in a U of S residence, watch your email inbox for a message from the Resident Services Office. You will receive a letter of offer first, followed within 1 or 2 weeks by a second message containing the specific time when you will be able to access the housing portal and choose your unit. When you log in during your room selection slot, you will be able to see which units are available, as well as the profiles of other students who have already selected rooms. To determine if you might be compatible roommates, you'll be able to consider their interests, sleeping and study habits, and even hobbies. Once you have selected your room, you will have 1 week to pay your room offer acceptance fee, and then you will be emailed a residence agreement to sign electronically, as well as instructions regarding move-in. Be sure to go through your agreement in detail before signing to ensure you are well informed. The Resident Services Office will be able to help you with any questions you have. Some things to think about leading up to when you move in include what you want to bring from home, what you plan to buy after you arrive, and even what you would like to order, such as bedding and kitchen packages or dormitory safes. Resident students also have the benefit of being able to order student cards and textbooks online for pickup when you check in. You should also consider whether you need tenants insurance or whether you are already covered by your parents' insurance or another pre-existing plan. The fall 2016 check-in date for College Quarter is August 31st, and for Voyageur Place is September 1st. Check-in is a busy time on campus, and it is important that you arrive at your assigned time. After checking in, you can head to your residence building, check out your room, and start moving your stuff in. No payments are accepted in person on check-in days, though you can still submit online payments. You have until September 15th to submit payment either in person or online. If you need special accommodations regarding payment, such as if you need to pay monthly, you will need to submit a payment plan form before the deadline in mid-August. Please refer to the residence website at livewithus.usask.ca for more information. If you're thinking about renting a house or apartment in or near Saskatoon, the University of Saskatchewan Students' Union, or USSU, Housing Registry is a tool you can use to aid in your search and to become better informed about renting. Saskatoon is a university city, and there are many student-friendly houses, suites, and apartments within easy walking or busing distance from campus. Your UPass Universal Transit Pass, which we'll talk about a bit later in this presentation, makes commuting from almost anywhere in the city fairly easy and friendly to any budget. Some things to remember about living on your own are that you may have to set up your utilities, including internet and electricity, purchase furniture and housewares, buy and prepare your own food, and commute to your classes. Don't forget to factor these into your budget and schedule. Meal plans through the university's culinary services are great options for anyone in the campus community. Red Seal trained chefs and apprentices at the Marquis Culinary Center focus on creating fresh local food made from scratch, and there are vegan, vegetarian, and gluten-free options available. Any member of the campus community is welcome to sign up for a meal plan that fits their needs and budget. From 3 meals a day to just a few meals a week, there are a variety of options which give you access to a variety of healthy food choices at a discount, as well as saving time in your weekly routine. A comprehensive 17 meals per week plan is automatically included for Voyager Place residents. Other resident students have a partial meal plan automatically included in their residence rates, but you're also welcome to upgrade to a full meal plan. If you're going to be studying at an off-campus site, check with your local advisor regarding the availability of student housing. Some sites have their own student residences, or they may be able to refer you to other local housing resources. Planning your finances is an important life skill and will help you make important decisions about coming to university, such as whether you will need to apply for student loans, scholarships, or bursaries, or perhaps get a part-time job. Developing a budget is something many students don't worry about until the last minute, but if you start thinking about it now, you can help ensure your academic plans aren't affected by your finances. Start by estimating your expected costs and comparing this against your income, including savings or scholarships, employment, loans, or other support. One of the major expenses you will have as a university student is tuition and related fees. After you register for classes, you will be able to see exactly how much tuition you owe in the Tuition and Fees channel in PAWS, but for budgeting purposes, you can find estimates of typical tuition expenses by college on our website. Tuition for the Fall 1 term is due by September 30th, and for Winter Term 2 by January 29th. There are a couple of different ways you can pay your tuition, including through your bank or at any RBC branch, online on PAWS using MasterCard, or in person or by mail. Though the line to pay tuition in person is one of the longest each fall, the cashiers in Student Finance and Awards are available to help if you have any questions. In addition to tuition, students also pay a variety of fees that are used to fund specific student benefits offered as part of a university education. This chart represents what a full-time, on-campus undergraduate student will pay over the fall and winter terms. We will talk about health and dental coverage a little bit later, but you should note that you can choose to opt out of this coverage if you already have coverage from another plan, and if that's the case, you will not be assessed these fees. When developing a budget, you will also want to consider the sources of funding you can access to help pay for your education and living expenses. Application deadlines have already passed for most centrally administered University of Saskatchewan entrance scholarships and bursaries. If you have applied for either the Best and Brightest Entrance Scholarships or Competitive Entrance Awards, you may have already been notified if you were selected to receive an award. However, some notifications continue to be sent through the month of June. If you are selected to receive a scholarship or bursary from the university, you will need to log in to the Scholarships and Bursaries channel in PAWS to accept or decline the award. If you do accept one of these awards, the amount will automatically be applied to your student account, which you will be able to see in the Tuition and Fees channel in PAWS before the deadline to pay tuition at the end of September. Once your tuition has been paid, if there is a remaining positive balance, you will be mailed a check in October or January. This is one reason it is important to ensure the mailing address in your student profile is up to date. If you have any questions about U of S scholarships and bursaries, you can email awards@usask.ca. Other sources of funding include external awards, government student loans, or other loans or lines of credit. Lots of scholarships and bursaries exist outside the university and may be offered by different organizations, communities, or governments. If you are taking classes at an off-campus site, there may be scholarships through your site that you can apply for as well. We have a list of many external award databases and providers on our website, but we also encourage you to do some of your own investigating. Canadian citizens and permanent residents can apply for government student loans, which fall in two categories: the Canada Students Loan Program and the Provincial and Territorial Student Financial Assistance. It can take up to 4 to 6 weeks for your student loan application to be processed, so apply as early as you can if you know you will need this financial support. There's also a lot of information to go into about student loans, which we won't have time to cover today, but please visit the university's website for more information or contact Student Central if you have any questions. Lines of credit and bank loans are two ways students can borrow money from financial institutions. A student line of credit gives you access to an agreed-upon amount of money that you can withdraw when needed. A bank loan allows you to borrow an agreed-upon amount of money up front. If exploring these options, take time to do some research and shop around, and don't be afraid to ask questions and negotiate. Aboriginal students, including First Nations, Métis, and Inuit students, may receive specialized government support for post-secondary education. First Nation students may receive federal funding for post-secondary study as part of their treaty right to education. This funding is administered through First Nations bands or tribal councils, who receive a set, limited amount of funding to distribute annually through the Post-Secondary Student Support Program, or PSSP. To be eligible, you must be a status Indian, recognized under the Indian Act, and enrolled in a recognized post-secondary program. Eligible costs covered through the program may include tuition, mandatory student fees, books, and a living allowance. First Nation students should contact their band for more information. In Saskatchewan, most bands have post-secondary coordinators who would be a good first point of contact to speak with regarding funding. Inuit students should contact their designated organization or Indigenous and Northern Affairs Canada (INAC) regarding applying for support. General information about the program and contact information for bands, designated organizations, and regional INAC offices can be found on the INAC website. Métis students may be eligible for financial support through Employment and Social Development Canada's Aboriginal Skills and Employment Training Strategy. Check with your local or provincial Métis organization to see if they are an agreement holder, and to learn more about the program's eligibility requirements and the support offered. In Saskatchewan, Métis students can contact Gabriel Dumont Institute for more information. All students who expect to receive funding are encouraged to ensure that their sponsors fill out the sponsorship agency form as early as possible. If you are considering working while going to university, make sure to think carefully about how much time you'll have to divide between work, school, and social activities. Know yourself and make sure that getting a job won't create any barriers that may impact your studies. The Student Employment and Career Center, or SECC, provides a wealth of in-person and online resources students can access, including job search tools and tips, career fairs, and networking opportunities and workshops to help you prepare for your job search. On and off-campus employment opportunities for students can be found on CareerLink, an online job posting site maintained by the SECC. International students should be aware of the rules and eligibility requirements for working in Canada. You can find this information online or contact the International Student and Study Abroad Centre. As a new university student, there are several programs and services you can take advantage of to help ease your transition into this new environment. For instance, you can learn how to adapt more quickly to university and benefit from the mentorship of successful upper-year students by registering in a learning community in your college. In a learning community, you will take a set of the same classes with a small group of other new students and enjoy early access to popular classes that can be used to meet requirements for a variety of degrees. You will also meet in a weekly LC hour guided by successful upper-year peer mentors to develop your study skills, explore new ideas, and connect with other students who have common interests and goals. Learning communities offered in the College of Arts and Science, along with St. Thomas More College, include First-Year Learning Experience, or FLEX, learning communities, which are organized around themed sets of classes or interest areas, the Aboriginal Student Achievement Program, or ASAP, which bring together first-year Aboriginal students to take a common set of courses and connect with Aboriginal role models, and the University Transition Program, which is an alternate path to admission for students whose marks fell below the minimum average requirement for regular admission and who may benefit from more comprehensive support through first year. If you have been admitted through the transition program, the college will be contacting you directly regarding course selection, so make sure to check your email inbox. Sign up for FLEX and ASAP learning communities will be open as of 12 p.m. noon on Monday, May 9th. One important thing to note is that if you sign up before June 17th, all of your learning community classes will be added to your schedule before registration opens, so you don't have to worry about class conflicts. Sign up for Agriculture and Bioresources, Engineering and Kinesiology learning communities also opens at 12 p.m. noon on Monday, May 9th. Agriculture and Bioresources and Kinesiology learning communities are each made up of 3 classes offered in Fall Term 1, while engineering learning communities contain all of your Fall Term 1 classes. The College of Education is also offering learning communities in its brand new direct entry education programs this year. Enrollment in a learning community is expected of all first year and second year direct entry education students, so be sure to sign up as soon as possible after sign up opens at 12 p.m. noon on Monday, May 16th. Summer classes are a great way to get a head start on your degree, focus on a tough class you want to get out of the way, or earn credit for learning strategies for academic success. You can take almost any class you choose, but there are a few highly recommended for first-year students, including INTS 100, Strategies for Academic Success, a great first-year course option that allows you to earn credit while developing your study skills. Astronomy 102, which is a great way for Bachelor of Arts students to get a jumpstart on their science requirement. And Biology 121. This popular class fills up quickly in the fall. If it works for your schedule, you can beat the rush and take it in the summer instead. Registration for spring and summer classes is already open. If you are interested in changing your start term to the summer, contact the administration's office before July 4th to request this change. If you are feeling unsure about your career direction, or would just like to explore different paths, career coaching is a great option. Meeting with a Student Employment and Career Center career coach can help you better understand your current career-related issues and situation, articulate your goals and identify your strengths, explore different options, and make a list of your next steps when it comes to planning your career. The Student Employment and Career Center offers many in-person and online resources for students and alumni, whether you're just looking for a job in the short term or looking farther ahead. It's never too early to start planning for your future career, and the secc can help you make sure you're on track. Disability Services for Students, or DSS, offers a broad range of support for students with medical-based or learning disabilities, including academic and exam accommodations, note-taking, classroom changes, alternate format textbooks, and assistive technology. To access these supports, you will need to register with DSS after obtaining a medical diagnosis or learning assessment from a licensed healthcare practitioner or psychologist. DSS can help you with this process by directing you to one of several appropriate options on or off campus. There are lots of other tasks to complete before your studies begin, some of which you can complete online and others which must be done in person. If you are an international student and plan to study in Canada for more than 6 months, you will need to obtain a study permit from Citizenship and Immigration Canada, or CIC. You can apply for a study permit online or at your nearest visa application center. If your application is approved, the Canadian Visa Office will send you a letter of introduction confirming the approval of your study permit. When you arrive in Canada, you must show this letter to a Canadian Border Services officer at the port of entry to obtain your study permit. Nationals and permanent residents of the United States, as well as residents of Greenland or St. Pierre and Miquelon, may apply for a study permit when entering Canada at an international airport in Canada or at most major U.S.-Canada crossings. More information about applying for a study permit can be found online. Did you receive an offer of early or conditional admission? Read your admission letter carefully and make arrangements for your final official transcripts to be sent to the USask admissions office by the date indicated in your letter, if this is required. If your transcript is not received in time, a hold may be placed on your account, preventing you from making class registration changes or receiving any scholarships. If you have questions about submitting your final transcripts, get in touch with the admissions office, and they will be happy to help. Your student card is more than just ID. It is also your library card, your PAC Fit Center access card, your free pass to any Husky home games, your room key if you live in residence, your campus meal plan card, the base for your UPass transit sticker, required ID for examinations, and your discount card for businesses offering deals for students. Once at least 2 business days have passed after you've registered for classes, you can get your student ID card. Order your ID card online through PAWS by attaching your own photo, and you'll be able to pick it up at the campus ID office 2 business days later. Or visit in person to have your photo taken and your card printed on the same day. If you are taking classes at an off-campus site, you can arrange for a card through your local USask advisor. Remember to bring another piece of photo ID, such as your passport or driver's license, when requesting or picking up your card. For most of the year, the Campus ID office is located in the main bookstore in Marquis Hall. Between mid-August and mid-September, the card office is relocated to the concourse in Upper Place Riel to accommodate higher traffic volumes. The UPass Universal Transit Pass gives you unlimited access to Saskatoon transit services while you are registered in classes. The UPass is brought to you by your Students' Union and is included in your student fees at a highly discounted rate compared to regular transit cost. You can get your UPass starting August 8th at the Information Center in Place Riel. Remember that you need your student card before you can get your UPass. If you live outside the city limits during the term, hold a disability parking pass at the university, or live in Voyageur Place, You can apply to opt out of the UPass if you don't plan on using it. Students who are enrolled exclusively in distance education classes or at an off-campus site will be opted out automatically. If you plan to drive to campus regularly, you can apply for a student parking permit for select lots on or near campus. There are fewer parking spaces than students who apply every year, so it's important to apply to the sale before the deadline. From May 1st to August 24th, the student parking online sale for students who do not live in residence is available in PAWS. From August 25th to September 9th, parking passes that have been allocated will be available for pickup. There will be a second chance allocation for passes that were not picked up from September 12th to 16th, and after that, you can put your name on a wait list. If you will be living in residence, you should not apply to the online sale and instead can just go to the Parking and Transportation Services office once you have signed your residence agreement to buy a pass directly. Full-time, on-campus students are automatically enrolled in the Student Health and Dental Plan provided through your Students' Union. You can confirm if you are enrolled, review your coverage, learn how to enroll your spouse or dependent children, or opt out of this coverage at ihaveaplan.ca. Part-time and off-campus students are not automatically covered, but may choose to sign up during the change of coverage period at the beginning of each term. Before you can opt out, you will need to provide proof that you have comparable coverage. This can be through a parent or spouse's plan or through the Non-Insured Health Benefits Program for First Nations and Inuit through Health Canada. Make sure to compare your coverage carefully, as the Student Health and Dental Plan may cover items that have limited or no coverage in your current plan. The books and materials you will need for each of your classes will be posted online in the months leading up to your classes as your professors submit their book lists. After you register for classes, you can access your book lists in PAWS in the My Textbooks channel or on the U of S bookstore website. While you should certainly wait to buy your books until the extended textbook return period, which runs from August 2nd to September 23rd, it is up to you to decide whether to buy your textbooks early to beat the lines or wait until your classes start. Another smart option is to order your textbooks online. Ordering textbooks online is also a great idea if your parents plan to help you pay for your textbooks. The Campus Computer Store offers educational discounts on hardware and software from all major manufacturers, as well as back-to-school bundles to get you outfitted for class. Purchase your new computer ahead of time and the Campus Computer Store will have everything you need installed and ready to go, including Microsoft Office and antivirus software. There is also an option to purchase Apple products and receive an educational discount if you buy online through the University of Saskatchewan Apple Store. If you are looking for a chance to connect with other students who have the same interests as you, want to experience something new, or want to get more involved with other students from your college, there are many ways you can get involved. There are over 150 campus clubs and groups on campus, ranging from student associations in your college to all kinds of interest-based clubs. The easiest way to find what's out there is to check the University of Saskatchewan Students' Union list of ratified campus groups, or search on social media. If you can't find what you're looking for and want to start your own, the USSU provides funding for students wanting to start their own club. Campus Recreation offers many team sport leagues at both competitive and non-competitive levels. You can also sign up for a variety of recreational courses to learn new activities like scuba diving, kayaking, fencing, and much more. Campus Rec also offers a self-defense program for women and support a variety of recreational clubs and groups. Over 9,000 students are involved in Campus Rec every year. Another way for you to connect to the campus community is to visit our student centers. The Gordon Oaks Red Bear Student Center is an intercultural gathering place that is dedicated to student success. The center is the home to the Aboriginal Student Center, provides space for Aboriginal student leadership, and plays a central role in the coordination and communication of on-campus Aboriginal initiatives. The center also has lots of study space and computer labs for students to access. The Aboriginal Student Center offers many programs, services, and events throughout the year, including support for new students through orientation programming, research and writing workshops and tutoring, social events such as weekly soup and bannock, seasonal celebrations, and monthly birthday parties, cultural programming including elder services, knowledge keeper presentations, and creative native activities, special events including sweats and pipe ceremonies, and campus-wide celebrations of student success, including Aboriginal Achievement Week and Graduation Powwow. If you are an Aboriginal student, we encourage you to self-declare using the Aboriginal Student Self-Declaration channel in PAWS. The university will use this information to develop and maintain the kinds of programs and services that support your success, including letting you know about events, programs, and services for Aboriginal students. The International Student and Study Abroad Center, or ISSAC, is a central gathering place on campus for both international students and anyone interested in pursuing a study abroad program. At ISSAC, you can relax with friends, enjoy your lunch, study or participate in a variety of events and cultural activities hosted by university partners or student groups throughout the year. If you are a new international student who will be coming to USask this fall or winter, get in touch with the team here if you have any questions or concerns about arriving and settling in Saskatoon. A free taxi and accommodation on your first night in Saskatoon is available to new international students by request. To allow us to make these arrangements for you, please submit your request online at least 2 weeks before you plan to arrive. If you will be living in residence, but are going to arrive in the city before your check-in day, or when the residence office is closed, for example, this can be a big help, though you may need to arrange for other temporary accommodations beyond your first night as well. The International Student and Study Abroad Center is here to help all international students and their families settle into the community. After you arrive, you are encouraged to visit us to receive an arrival package, including a student guide, and receive settlement support and referrals to lots of other organizations who can help. Some of the things we can help with include providing information about setting up a bank account, looking for housing and childcare, applying for a Saskatchewan health card, and much more. International Student Drop-in Advising is available at the center from Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. noon, and you can also contact us by telephone or email. As an undergraduate student at this university, you're automatically a member of the University of Saskatchewan Students' Union, or USSU. The Student-Elected Executive and University Students' Council represent your interests and concerns to the university and all levels of government, focusing on 3 pillars: student life, student issues, and student advocacy. The USSU also operates a number of businesses and centers on campus for enhancing the student experience. The Pride Center is a welcoming, vivacious, and celebratory campus community which offers peer support, referrals to community organizations, and safe and inclusive social activities for people of all sexual orientations and gender identities. The Women's Center takes a vibrant and proactive approach to educating and informing the campus community about issues affecting women and serves as a resource and information center. The Help Center is a place where you can receive information, referrals, and personal support for a number of reasons, whether you need access to an exam file, are looking for someone to talk to, or even if you need access to a free phone. And the Food Center can be a big help if you are struggling with your budget. They provide nutritious produce to students at low cost, as well as emergency food hampers to students in need. All of these centers are always looking for volunteers, so if you're looking for a way to get involved and make a difference, feel free to stop by. UStart is just the beginning of events offered by the university to introduce students to campus. Watch your email inbox for invitations to a number of other events and activities coming up in the next several months. The University of Saskatchewan's Saskatoon campus, which is located on Treaty 6 territory and the homeland of the Métis, has been hosting a campus powwow for almost 30 years. Since 2009, the powwow has been held in the spring to celebrate the academic achievements of graduating First Nations, Métis, and Inuit students from our university and from high schools throughout Saskatchewan. This year, the powwow will be held on Wednesday, May 25th, and everyone is welcome to attend this free event. For the first time, the Aboriginal Student Centre is hosting a weekend welcome for new Aboriginal students from August 12th to 14th. New First Nations, Métis, and Inuit students are invited to stay on campus, listen to amazing speakers, and learn about what you can look forward to in the upcoming year. Orientation. All new students are invited to attend orientation, your official welcome to the University of Saskatchewan. Taking place just before classes begin, orientation is one of the most important events in your student experience, and one you don't want to miss. Sign-up will be open in August for orientation on our Saskatoon campus, taking place on Friday, September 2nd. If you will be attending classes at an off-campus site, check with your advisor to learn about the activities that might be going on in your location. International students have an extra day of orientation designed for your unique experience settling in Saskatoon and starting school in a new country. The International Student Welcome will be held this year on Thursday, September 1st. Watch your email inbox for more information about this event. Also taking place on Thursday, September 1st, the Aboriginal Student Centre is hosting an additional day of welcome for new First Nations, Métis, and Inuit students. Come to the welcome to meet the new friends you made at the weekend welcome in August, or to make new friends and meet the Aboriginal Student Centre team. This event is a great way to kick off the year in the spirit of celebration and welcoming. Thank you again for joining us today, and we look forward to welcoming you to the University of Saskatchewan community. Go Huskies!